I didn't know. I didn't even fathom. I wasn't even in the realm of particular. When it comes to particular, it is so unique in particular. What I'm talking about is, had anybody in their right mind figure out, except for those who are already working in the technology, other people that are sleeping sheepy lambs like me, how much business the internet has drummed up. At first I said, oh my God, they're going to do it all online. But the warehousing, the coordinates, and now it's like, oh my God, everybody's got my information. I got to protect myself. I need personal security. I got to buy personal security for my own name. Oh my God, how much is it costing me? And I got to hide my money in a bank. How much is that costing me? They put up the price of gas because of the taxes, because of the war going on, to protect somebody else in another province of another world of another country. How much is that costing me? And all those people collecting the check and doing nothing. Everybody's got to collect the check, whether you do something or not. It's the system we create that shows these people who can possibly work but still collect the check and don't work, but they can still put them to work. But then, hey, you're giving them a check plus you're putting them to work and you're taking away from my job, you're subsidizing them. Why aren't you subsidizing me? Well, now I need more protection. Somebody's getting something for nothing, then they can probably work but they can't find a job, so they go on social welfare. Some of them are a little cuckoo in the head and they need a little bit like, stay out of the workplace. So I'm doing good enough alone without you. And I'm happy going to work. I got nothing better to do. But I do. I got something so much better to do, and it's talk to you. I like my crown that I'm wearing right now. The crown on my tooth, the crown on my head, the jaw, the two parts of the jaw, the moving jaw. I'm going to put, and that's it. Okay, so what am I going to talk about in this video? Oh, I better lock the door. I need a locksmith. Oh my God, I got to lock my car. I got to lock my door. I got to lock my house. I got to make sure I didn't leave the oven on. Heat and electricity. I didn't have heat and electricity. I went out and chopped a log. Took the same log, put it in the oven, made a lot of heat. Cooked my food at the same time I got heat. It was a little hot in the summertime, so I stood outside, left the doors open, so the dust blew in one door, out the other door. Didn't matter, it filled up the cracks anyways, and we lived with the varmints because it didn't hurt us, you know. Didn't have too much tax on alcohol, so we can drink all we want. So if we remove the taxes, everybody gonna drink? You know, they came out with these new laws on pot. I don't know, soon they're going to come up with a law on cups and saucers and pans. Actually, they do have a law on saucers. It's flying saucers. They say if you see a flying saucer and you don't report it, you could be in big trouble. And if you have pot at home, but you can have pot, but you have to buy the pot from us. We're now the legal entity of the pot sales, but you can't grow it at home. And if you find a seed, please report it. Oh my God, can't smoke in the street. They don't want you to smoke in the apartment. Everybody wants to have control. So they got the neighbors fighting with the neighbors, and I need a lock my doors just in case that neighbor wants to come here. But I don't think my neighbor is going to come here and do anything. And I think we're all okay in this building with what we're doing. But the owner now comes up with these new laws and regulations. And some people say, I see a new law and a regulation. I better follow the law and regulation. Even though under the terms of the Freedom Act, is those laws and regulations are only based on more or less be nice to your neighbor. I mean, it's a nice thing to do, but if you're not nice to your neighbor, well, eventually, you know, you can get evicted. But you know what? How loud is the music in my place? To say, might be just my voice, but can they evict me for just talking too much to myself? Talking to myself. You see, my camera is so slow that after I finish speaking, I then see it on the screen. It's like, It's almost like maybe some days you see me with this plugged into my ear. It's my ear like this and going, and you think I'm on a telephone conversation. I'm watching the screen. I was going to do this video on math roulette, karma fate, feeling the harmony situation for the being in this place at this time. It's all natural and consistent for the croupier, the lucky and the unlucky, of thee, he, and is who, and could be she, and you or me. So you didn't understand that, but that's okay. We're going to end the video right now. Help support the channel. I'll leave a link in the description box. And I'm going to do a video on winning and losing. I've had a lot of people watching videos on roulette. I brought it out in games. I'm bringing out all the games. If you have a game you want me to do, I want to see it. I want to see if it's going to be, I want to see if there's a possibility that I can talk about this game and the numbers in the game. I mean, it's almost like saying, let's go bowling. I'll put an X. So either I'll put an X or I'll fill in the box where the strike goes with a solid. The X or the solid meaning the same thing. If it's a spare, you cut it in half. It means it took 2. Strike took 1. On the spare in the next frame, you only count the first throw. On a strike in the next frame, you count the 2 throws. So automatically we know for one final situation, it takes 3. I'm getting a little pain in my heart. So if this video gets uploaded and you don't hear from me in a few days, wish me well. Or it could be a little gas too. What is that? See, because of this light and a little extra rub-a-dub-dub, why 3 men in a tub? You need 3 poles, 3 flags. There's an expression, it's up my Uranus. You know what I'm saying? Uranus? Okay. You think the sun don't shine? Sun don't shine where? Oh, look at that. Sun don't shine where the moon is. You know, you're pulling a mooner, but the sun don't shine. Sometimes they say you got your lights on. The human natural expression. I'm saying this in English. What did they do in French towards these sexual comments and anywhere else in the world? Because that's going to be a signal, a balance of truth. Everything is about learning the tiny little threads that put the letters into words, into phrases and sentences and paragraphs and stories. With dots and dashes and lines. Lots of lions. Rawr. Lions is the communication angle of transmission or transition. And there was one design in here. I stopped the camera. The picture frame. Don't you see? Take a look. The spare. Oh, look. The strike. The strike and the spare. Why do I need 3? Look. Inside I'll have the X over here. The X and the V equaling to 5. On this side there's a 1, and this side there's 3 1s equaling to 8. A V with 3 1s, all stories, my friends, all telling stories. It may seem like nothing to you, but if I would build a story real quick and make it look real good and build the drama up and break it down into an hour and a half instead of 15 freaking years of Mr. Jackpans, but I gotta do a little acting too. Where's the fun for me? Hold on a second. Just in looking for a piece of information, m equals mc squared, right? And I'd like to see those a little bit more of the numbers with m equals mc squared, because it's bringing out the orange ball in pool, which is the 5 and the 13. The M is the 13, the E is the 5, so it's the orange ball in pool, and you create the orange ball with red and yellow. And the red is the 3 ball. So when you go MC squared, you're actually connecting the orange ball of the 5 energy to the 3 ball, which is the red energy, and the 11 ball, 1 and 1 is 2, beta creation. You can create beta creation by 2 ways. 1 is inside Mars, and 1/4 of time equaling to Earth. Where do I get this? Well, 15 seconds, 4 times is 60, that's 1/4. Earth numeric value is 25 or 52. At 52, double it up, 10, 4, communication, Roger, got your ears on? At 25, it's 1/4, the same thing as Mars sits in time. They both match up in 2 different dimensions, both equaling to a quarter, 1/4 of 100%. You drink 100% milk. This is 100%, 3% milk. What does that mean? 100, 3% milk, 3% milk, fat. What does that mean? Isn't just milk. You have to break it down. You ever say you're getting lean ground beef. What about my chicken? There's a little fat on the sides, but I ain't going to tell you. I want a big mother chicken. Make her weigh as much as she could. I'm getting the whole thing. Never look under the breast to see how fat she is. You ever check your chicken breast out and say, my chicken breast is fat, plump, and juicy. Okay, let's move on to the next dimension. What we were talking about was why I came over here is 3 times 32 is 96. 4 times 72 is 288. 3 times 96 is 288. If we have to reach 360 degrees, which means to go all the way around, or 384 degrees to go around, and an extra 360 and 24. 384 days in the longest Hebrew leap year. What does that mean? How are we connecting the astrological signs? How are we connecting the constellations? We're also coming up with these numbers, and I didn't make these numbers up. 3 and 2 is 5, 3 and 5. 12 times 32, 3 and 2 is 5. 1 and 2 is 3, 3 and 5, 3 and 5. 1 equals to this, 1 equals to this. 4 times this, 4 by 9 is 360. 4 by 6 is 24. In rotation, because of the numeric value and the design that this will create. Okay, and it will create the percentage sign with an 8 and a 7 inside, because when you connect these numbers together, I'm going to see if I can do this together over here with you. Oh, you made it up. I just take 2 of these, 1 here and 1 here, right? And in this one, okay, I'm going to make it the 9. But in this one, I'm going to make it the 6, right? When you make it the 6, look at that, I got the 8. I've got the center of both of them. Oh, look, I can see. Look at my nose, right? I'll just make some fun over here. But I can see, and the actuality is, right? 1 is L, 1 is 7. That's one side. At the same time, you can be doing this. I could have made it a little bit better, right? I could have made it a little bit better, right? You can either see the S or the connecting, right, of the F. At the same time, it's also coming out as number 7, right? 7, 8, 9 all together in 1. Now, if you had 2 of these, and the reason I'm going for 2 of these is because they have the 2 accents in French. 2 accents in French. At the same time, look what these 2 accents do. And then you wear a hat, E and E, right? Like an Eve, just telling you a story, because of what the design and the art does. Between E and E, the 2 accent aigu, accent grave. Okay, aigu, okay, which is more like the sewage, and the sewage in the grave. So one would be the water, the other would be the matter or the earth. I'm going to stop right here and just tell you a little story. Where do I get all these stories? The words and numbers come together, the numbers itself come together, the numbers of the day, 24 hours a day, 86,400 seconds, 1,440 minutes. There's a weekend, and in the weekend there's 2,880 minutes. 2,880 and 2,880 are a bunch of 2,880s. 25,000. Just give me a second. Yeah, 25,920 divided by 288 equals to 90. 90 is that birth. 6 times 15, 1 and 5 equals 6. The 3 rows of 666 says FOX. X is the 24th letter, 2 and 4 and 6. This never stops. You're building, we have the cement, we have the bricks. We have all the elements for building up the story from the reality that's given to every human being from birth until the end of their life, through all the years they learn the math, the English, the way we spell, the designs, the geometry, right up into our college years, and those who are working in the greatest of all symmetricals. And all you have to do is learn another piece of a story that connects the definitions. I didn't make them up. I didn't write the dictionary. I didn't create the deck of cards. I didn't create the games in the casino. I didn't create the casino. I didn't create the odds and the dice. And all of this fits like little cubes into places. Everything you do, if you know how to use it, and information, everything tells a story. Everything tells a story. And I can get on with this right now or tell you in the next video since you saw it. This is just one area. Just a single freaking area. Okay? The one area can shoot into, now look at that. One in each corner, creating the biggest diameter, knowing your diameter, but not in the center. Because the only way your center comes apart is this way. You can go past the center and past the center, equaling to a rectangle. Obligation, because you're just going past the center. If you just went and stood on line, you would be right on this one. Here's your cutoff line, which creates the 9 area spaces. 4 spaces open and 4 spaces closed. Here is your original 9 area, and this is what the cover-up is, by putting just a C on this side and a C on this side. So how does the other areas get formed? All I did is I dragged a line. I ended up with tic-tac-toe, and then I encompassed it. You want me to show you? I'll show you. Just give me a second. Okay. So what I did is I made the square box. Right? I did the square box. And then I just did the tic-tac-toe over here, right? These are the 4 corners, okay, right? These are the 4 corners. All I did is take a line and do this, boom. By doing that, I get 3 and 1. I get 3 and 1. I get 4 singulars in the corner, the 4 corners together. But anyways, it's just a design. It's just an obligation. I'm not really sure where I'm going with this. Besides that, you have to create, see the way the open 8 is over here? It's actually a 3 and 3. And now it looks like there's a crown on top of these 3. See the number 3, what it's telling you? Right over here, right here, 3. Okay, 3, and if you want 0, it's telling the story. We're going to have TT. What is TT? 2 T's together. Here we have the I. Here we have the H. I made it a little bit bigger over here. In this one, it's a 4 area. Here's the 9 area. To go in between the center of each area, just like this 9 area over here, but this is now expanded. We have 3, 3 in the core is 9. We have 36 areas in the corner, 9, 9, 9, 9, and 36 inside, a total of 81. This explains to me Venus. Why do I need so many places? Well, if I got 9 on the inside, I need 9 on the outside, like above is below, and all the center cores, meeting places. 2, 4, 6, 8. 1, 3, 7, 9. Free space. We have the 1 over here, and all these are the singular ones. Why did I go 3 areas? I broke it down. Here I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 areas. Here I went 1, 2, 3, 4 areas. I'll go 3 areas. I'll go 2 areas. Each area will tell me a different story. There's 8 around 1. There's 16 around 8. And there's 24 around 16. This will tell me Phoenix. The Phoenix, or PH and I. Is that what this one is telling me over here? In this one over here, it's 8 around the 1. They're all 8 around 1. 1, 8, 1, 8, 1, 8. But it's telling me a different story. Hold on a second. See, this is the center. right? And because of this being the center, now I'm working off the top of my head because I'm leaving the realm right now. But being this is the center, let's not touch the center. But being part of the center, around the center, there's 1 and 1, 1, 0, 1, right? So this side is going to have 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4 by 3. 4 by 3 is 12. Then it's going to have a 9 and part of this center. It's all running off part of this center. And this one's running off of this center. And if this was the roulette, if this was the roulette board, this would be 16, 19, 17, 20, 18, and I'm just trying to think, 18 and 21. I'm just thinking. Anyways, let's leave it out. If I turned it the other way, it would tell me a different story. I turn it this way, so we would have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 4, we have 36. So we have 36. So we have 33 and 3. So that's what we would have. We would have 33 and 3, and we'd have 33 and 3. And this is the expression of 3 months, 3 weeks, 3 days, and these are where the pigs come in. And when you're talking about pigs, you're talking about that, or you're talking about what the reverse of a pig is. That's the reverse of a pig. 6 and 1 is 7, 6 and 1 is 7. The pigs, 16, 9, 7. 7, 9, 7. Christ, the birth, creation. 7 by 9, 63. 9 by 7, 63. 7 by 7, 49. Uranus. Total 23. 23, 16, inside of 5. 9 and 7 is 16, 9 and 7 is 16, 7 and 7 is 14. In the half-life of 5, that's the way it works out. 8 and 8 is 16. 16th letter, the 8th letter, the 9th letter. That's the way it works out. Anyways, I don't want to get into that. I should have ended this video a long time ago. So now just 1 second before I do end it. So we had 33 and 3 and 33 and 3. And what did we have here? We had 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, 3. 3, 3, 3. So we had 9 in the center in a straight line. So 99. Again, referring back to Jupiter, the pig system. The pigs is 1 and 1, which is 6 and 6, telling us about the half-life. Thank you for watching this video.